countless legal battles, 6 months behind bars, and a bank account holding less than $7. Ronaldinho's retirement was supposed to be a golden era, but instead it became a shocking train wreck. How did one of the greatest football players of all time, once worth $90 million, end up here? Despite making nearly $300,000 per week, Ronaldinho's reckless decisions, from bizarre sponsorship blunders to a scandalous arrest, turned his legendary career into a cautionary tale. Hey, we are Fallen Fame, we make weekly documentaries. Before diving into today's video, don't forget to subscribe to us and like the video and leave your own opinion on the victim in comments. The fall of this football genius wasn't just swift, it was catastrophic. Back in 2015, Ronaldinho hung up his boots after a glittering career, with most people assuming his post-football life would be as iconic as his time on the pitch. But the signs of trouble were there. Despite his remarkable talent, Ronaldinho was notorious for mishandling his finances. The cracks began to show when he signed a lucrative sponsorship deal with Coca-Cola, earning $750,000 per year under one condition: he had to exclusively drink Coke products in public. But just months into the deal, Ronaldinho committed a fatal mistake. He appeared at a press conference sipping Pepsi. This simple, careless act was the beginning of the end for the Coca-Cola deal. The company promptly dropped him, stating that his behavior, both on and off the pitch, had become an embarrassment. His decline in performance mirrored his personal life. Ronaldinho became more focused on wild parties than his football career, missing key matches due to late-night escapades. In one notorious incident, the night before a crucial game against Manchester United, Ronaldinho was seen partying at a bar until 3 a.m. A Barcelona board member once lamented, "Ronaldinho plays bongos until 2 in the morning every night. Everyone knows there's a discipline problem. He's aging and partying constantly. How do we stop it?" But Ronaldinho was unstoppable. In fact, he had even negotiated a special clause in one of his contracts, allowing him to party at least 2 nights a week. Yet, even this wasn't enough. His response? A footballer needs to have a normal life as a person and an athlete. But his lifestyle was far from normal, and according to teammate Jerome Leroy, it was taking a serious toll on his skills. Leroy claimed that Ronaldinho would skip training entirely during the week and just show up for games on Fridays. Following in the footsteps of Romario, a fellow Brazilian football star who lived a similar party-fueled lifestyle, Ronaldinho believed he could pull off the same success. Unfortunately, unlike Romario, Ronaldinho's discipline was lacking, and without consistent training, his performance started to crumble. By 2008, Ronaldinho had been sidelined by injuries for an entire year, missing 30 games due to 4 separate injuries. The media began to notice his physical decline. He gained weight, which became the subject of public ridicule. One article coldly remarked, "Over the past year, Ronaldinho no longer looks like the player who led Barcelona to 2 straight league titles." Another harshly stated, "The former best player in the world has become a fading memory for Brazil, frequently described as past his prime." By 2010, he wasn't even selected for Brazil's World Cup team, a far cry from his triumphant performance in 2002 when he helped lead the nation to World Cup glory. Devastated by his World Cup snub, Ronaldinho claimed he was better than ever, stating, "I'm back to how I was, stronger even. Everything seems easier now. I want to play in 2 more World Cups." Determined to prove his critics wrong, Ronaldinho worked to regain his fitness, with reports in 2012 suggesting he had returned to his ideal playing weight. However, the reality didn't match the comeback narrative. In 2013, injuries continued to plague him, causing him to miss 24 more games. Once again, he was left off the Brazil squad for the 2014 World Cup. By 2015, at the age of 35, Ronaldinho's illustrious career was all but over. He signed an 18-month contract with Fluminense, but after failing to score in 9 appearances and being jeered by his own fans, the club terminated his contract after just 2 months. A statement from the club expressed their disappointment. "We expected Ronaldinho to bring to us what he did for so many other clubs, but unfortunately it didn't work out." Though his football career was essentially finished, Ronaldinho still had $90 million to his name. However, this fortune quickly dwindled due to a series of poor financial decisions. His brother and manager, Roberto, confirmed Ronaldinho's retirement, stating, "He stopped playing. It's over. We'll do something big to celebrate after the Russia World Cup." But behind the scenes, Ronaldinho's life was unraveling. He had purchased 57 properties, including a lake house in Porto Alegre. Unfortunately, he illegally constructed a dock and wharf on the property, leading to a hefty $1.7 million fine, which he refused to pay. This fine was only the beginning, as it was later revealed that Ronaldinho owed another $2 million in unpaid property taxes. The Brazilian government seized his 57 properties and confiscated both his Brazilian and Spanish passports over the unpaid fines and taxes. Ronaldinho attempted to negotiate the fines down, but his refusal to pay the full amount resulted in the permanent revocation of his passports. Desperate to travel to Paraguay, Ronaldinho and his brother concocted a bizarre scheme. They created fake Paraguayan passports. This plan backfired spectacularly when Ronaldinho, one of the most recognizable faces in football, was immediately detained at the Paraguayan border. His arrest led to a 6-month prison sentence while awaiting trial. While in prison, Ronaldinho participated in a futsal tournament where teams argued over who would get him on their side. Ronaldinho dominated the tournament, scoring 11 goals in the final game. Ultimately, a judge ruled that Ronaldinho posed no threat to society and released him with a $200,000 fine. However, with his bank accounts frozen and only $7 left in his account, Ronaldinho had no way to pay the fine. In an attempt to rebuild his life, Ronaldinho turned to the cryptocurrency market, launching his own digital currency, Ronaldinho Soccer Coin. But with just 61 Instagram followers, the project flopped. Undeterred, he began promoting other questionable crypto schemes, which only led to further criticism and accusations of fraud. His involvement in a $61 million crypto scam prompted a congressional hearing in Brazil, where Ronaldinho claimed he was a victim of the scheme. Despite appearing in promotional photos for the company, he denied any wrongdoing, stating the company had used his image without his authorization, but his failure to attend previous hearings raised doubts about his story. Even after his release from prison, Ronaldinho's reputation continued to take hit after hit. His ill-advised social media posts, harshly criticizing Brazil's national team, sparked outrage, and he later claimed the post was part of a paid advertisement. His legacy, once defined by unmatched skill and joy on the field, now seems forever entangled in a web of financial disasters, legal issues, and poor decisions. Ronaldinho, a player who once brought the world to its feet with his dazzling performances, now serves as a cautionary tale of how easily fortunes can be lost. His incredible rise and devastating fall reveal that even the brightest stars can be dimmed by their own missteps. And that's the rise and fall of Ronaldinho. If you think he got what he deserved, or if it was just bad luck, let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more documentaries like this. Thanks for watching.